Hello, and welcome back to the No Opinion News Network, where we give you the news and leave our opinions at the door. I'm your host, Chris, and this is your Tuesday, December 2nd, Daily News Briefing. Please like and subscribe so that YouTube will recommend my videos to others. And with that out of the way, let's get right to it with some major breaking news. Leaked documents show the Chinese lied about COVID-19 and mishandled the pandemic. The documents, which are now being called the Wuhan Files, showed the Chinese deliberately misled the world in the early stages of Wuhan's COVID-19 outbreak. The Wuhan Files reveal evidence of mishandling and purported destroying of evidence based on the 117-page document. The document is marked Internal Documents, Please Keep Confidential. The report has been verified by 6 experts and is based on internal documents from the Hubei Provincial Center for Disease Control and Prevention. The whistleblower worked in the Chinese healthcare system. The documents reported 5,918 new cases on February 10th, and the Chinese government only reported less than 2,500 on the same day. And on February 17th, the Chinese government only reported half the amount of deaths compared to what was in the document. I have verified this information by looking back on the dates in question. The Wuhan file further elaborates on the region's struggle to manage the coronavirus spread in October of 2019. This is a full 2 to 3 months where no other countries had any idea there was a virus to worry about. International travel was at full steam ahead during this time, which led to a massive spread of the virus. I will keep you updated as more information becomes available. Now, moving on to stimulus. As quick as the bipartisan $900 billion bill was brought up yesterday, Mitch McConnell was just as quick with shooting it down. This bill was aimed at taking care of benefits ending this month like eviction protection and unemployment relief, to name a few. And the bipartisan proposal was mostly funded with money that wasn't spent from the last relief package. McConnell told reporters, "We don't have time to waste and respond to the $908 billion proposal." McConnell also stated that the government spending bill and pandemic relief aid will likely come in one package. That leaves them 8 days to put a package together for both of them, or the government will shut down. Yesterday, I was more hopeful than today, but that hope is fading as Republicans feel a stimulus check is not needed, and the Democrats want to give another stimulus check to the people. At this point, vaccine or no vaccine, companies are still laying off workers at an alarming rate. The COVID cases and deaths continue to rise. Vaccine for the general public won't be available until April at the earliest. Current hospitalizations in the United States are at a record level of 98,691. There are 19,035 patients in the ICU and 6,649 currently on ventilators. Many states continue to issue some type of lockdown or restrictions. Because of this, the government should give stimulus relief to last at least till April. At that point, we can reevaluate and see how the virus is doing. Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine has its emergency use authorization hearing at the end of next week. If the FDA approves, the White House says the first doses can start in mid-December. The first in line to receive the vaccine would be the frontline workers in hospitals, and then the patients at senior care living facilities. It is said that the vaccine comes with some pretty brutal side effects that last about a day. One patient said, "My temperature shot up to a pretty high level, 104 degrees. I became nauseous." He also said he laid down for a couple hours and the fever went down on its own. Other side effects that patients experience include fatigue, muscle ache, headache, and chills. The doctor running the trial, Dr. Nathan Segal, stated that nothing was of great concern, and he thinks that it is a very reasonable price to pay to be protected against the virus. As I reported Friday and Monday, I stated that COVID cases and deaths were underreported due to the holiday, and I expected a course correction this week. Well, it looks like there was a correction yesterday. The U.S. reported 182,172 new cases and 2,611 new deaths. This is the most deaths reported in the U.S. since April, according to Worldometers. I will leave a link to their site in the description down below. The United States is now averaging 164,472 new cases per day and averaging 1,579 deaths per day. The worldwide average for daily new cases is sitting at 582,265 and averaging 10,243 new deaths daily. To put that into perspective, the worldwide average daily deaths 2 months ago was 4,979 per day. The daily death rate has now more than doubled. Donald Trump is upset with the FDA and questions why it is taking so long from when Pfizer announced it was 90% effective to get approval. One senior official said, "It's crazy to imagine the European Union or the UK may approve the vaccine developed in the United States before we do." And it actually looks like that is happening, as the UK might get approval today for the Pfizer vaccine. The CDC is expected to release new guidelines in regards to the quarantine process. Those that have been exposed will be expected to quarantine for 7 to 10 days, rather than the previous recommendation of 14 days. On a positive note, in case you missed it, last week, the Chesapeake Police Department announced that on December 11th, instead of giving out traffic tickets, they will give out turkeys. There are terms though. It will depend on the driver's attitude and the condition of the traffic stop. It's nice to see that they are giving back and doing random acts of kindness in Chesapeake. And a quick follow-up on a story we did last week. Rocky, the stowaway owl found in the Christmas tree being set up at Manhattan's Rockefeller Center, was successfully returned to the wild. She had not eaten in 3 days during the trip, so Rocky was brought to Ravensbeard Wildlife Center, where Rocky was rehabbed back to health and cleared to continue her journeys. Safe travels, Rocky. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today. I want to thank you for tuning into the No Opinion News Network. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you know when I go live or upload another video. I'm your host, Chris, and this has been your Wednesday, December 2nd, Daily News Briefing. Have a wonderful